I'm sick of daydreaming. I just want the feeling of you in my bed.
If it's fine by you, I'll take the passenger seat. Good morning, guys. Supposed to be up at 4 o'clock, but of course we woke up late. We're gonna go to the Setia community trail for a hike. I did some research. It's like a 4.5 km hike, so that's gonna be interesting. But yes, this is episode 2 of Mick Tries Nature, so let's go. And we have Sean and Daniel over here. Are you guys excited?
I'm very tired.
Sean, are you excited?
Not a morning person, I prefer not to talk.
Fair enough. By the time we left the house, it was 6:30 in the morning, but thankfully the roads were pretty empty, so it was a nice drive. It took us half an hour to get there, and this is the location you could drive to. Once we arrived, we met up with the rest of the guys and got ready to begin the hike. There's quite a lot of people here. Are you guys excited? Yep. We're kind of ready. We have equipment, whatever that stick is. So after we parked, we walked to the end of the road where the gate and Berhenti sign is. Then we turned left and walked up the trail. It's just a straight dirt path, and you'll be walking along the blue construction wall. Also, before we go any further, I'd like to just say that we actually did get very lost in this video because it's a very confusing trail. But I'll do my best to show you guys what we did, just so you know what you should and should not do if you want to come here. So firstly, when you're walking on this path, it splits into 2 sections. One going up on the right, which we're currently on, which we thought was Route B, and one going down, continuing along the blue wall, which we thought was Route A. Turns out, Route B was the one that was down, and Route A is the one that we went on. Our first mistake. Looking back now, I think we didn't even know where we were heading because this first sign clearly said that the lake trail was on the left. But hey, at least we got to see Peak Garden first just as the sun rose, I guess. Continuing on the trail, there were little markers along the way, which is pretty helpful if you have a map of the trail with you, which you should definitely download beforehand, FYI. We walked through this little metal gate and came into a clearing. We were already pretty high up and you could see a bit of the KL skyline from there. Our second mistake, to go left and up or to go straight. We chose to go straight.
Your face, bro.
After about 5 minutes, we got to another clearing, which we turned left at, going with instinct.
It looks like a left.
Halfway down the trail, we realized that if we took that left up the hill earlier, we would have ended up in the same place with half the time cut. Oh my god, so I just went in a circle. Soon enough, we got to the end and re-entered the forest where there was yet another fork in the trail.
Make a decision.
Why do I have to make it?
Anything go wrong, right?
See the map. We decided to go left, but stopped to look at the map and get our bearings once again.
Because this is 1 hour to reach Peak Garden and 3 hours to reach the lake.
No, okay, right now.
Can't get lost in nature.
Yeah. Damn, facts. If we get a pass through the Peak Gardens, right, shouldn't we went that way? Yeah.
And somehow we kept going in the same direction even though the sign to Peak Garden pointed the other way. Eventually we did realize and turn back around though.
Guys, there'll be no more mistakes from now on, but only lessons.
Right after that, we asked this auntie who was on her morning walk for directions, and she was so nice that she went out of her way and walked with us for half an hour to show us the way. Here's a little tree stump landmark that you can look out for. And one other thing I realized while we were following her was that we were all so out of shape. This auntie was walking uphill twice as fast as we were, and not gonna lie, I was struggling to catch my breath.
Where is she though?
Sean, right? Oh, yo, we're at Peak Garden. And we made it to Peak Garden. The view was so beautiful and it was pretty high up. I only wish we could have hung out there for a little while longer, but we were on a mission to get to the lake, so we had to carry on. Plus, the auntie was in a rush because she had to go pick her kids up from school, and we would most certainly get lost again without her. So after Peak Garden, you're just gonna go down this trail that we're on, and from there, just stay on the main trail downwards, then turn left at the fork. After that, keep descending downwards the entire time. Well, according to past Michaela, that is. Note for my editing. Tell them that you go down all the way. On the route, you should pass this fallen tree trunk, a ton of palm trees, and then this section which had dead tree trunks all over and resembled giant steps. It was kind of like an obstacle course, more intense because I was filming at the same time. Also, Sean kept shaking trees, which got the rest of us wet. Sean! We got to another intersection where the trees had these yellow and white signs and turned left, but according to the auntie, you could go either way to get to the lake. Then we passed 2 mossy rocks and a slight slope, which was pretty easy unless you're short.
I have no grip.
That's how you do it. I didn't get that though. You'll go under a fallen tree and it's a pretty intense uphill walk for about 5 to 8 minutes.
Walao eh!
Dying. And you don't know which one she went to? So over here, you need to turn left. Then you'll go under another tree and come to this red marked tree where there's a clearing, and apparently this is the middle point to the lake. Here you're gonna turn right. Then you're gonna go straight down the path and don't go on any of the right turns, and then you'll go over this log and keep going downwards on this zigzag slope, which is pretty slippery. Oh, mushrooms!
Mike!
Yeah.
Hi.
Another slope, but this one had a little rope to hold on to.
Hey, faster lah! There's a rope!
You'll see the sign and keep following it towards Mirror Lake. Mushrooms! Then you'll see this really big fallen trunk and keep going to your right upwards. Finally, we came to these little signs and could see the lake on our left. We finally got there and it was beautiful. It was so worth it. Also, just a PSA, you can swim in the lake, but at your own risk because there's algae and the tops of broken trees towards the middle of the lake.
Fine. Been trying to get a hold of you all night. We haven't talked in months, but that's alright. Was wondering if you wanted to go for a drive. I just need some fresh air and an old friend. I'm so glad that we started talking again. Yo, turn up the radio, I love this song. Remember when we used to stay up all night long? How's it been going? Oh, how's it, mom? The roads are so empty, this is so damn calm. If we stick on the highway, we can drive all night long. If it's fine by you, I'll take the passenger seat. We can drive around to the sky and see meat. If it's fine by you, I'll take the passenger seat. I got my hands out the window, feeling the ocean breeze. Are we going again? Just you and I. On another one of our famous midnight drives.
Jalan Pulau Angsa.
Do you need to rant or just stay silent? Either or, you know I'm compliant. Take a left up ahead, we're going towards the horizon. Don't stop going till we see the sun rising. You know this is who we are, this is what we do. Driving in circles till we find something new. The only person I enjoy sitting in the car with is you. It's fine by you, I'll take the passenger seat.
Alright, let's go. Guys, Sean is walking too slow, man. And I need to stay behind him to watch his ass so that he won't get left behind, you know? So, there's some real liability right here.
Oh fuck, fuck, I'm not, I'm standing here.